films now, of course, but is it quite exciting to be doing the whole kind of festival circuit with this one?
Yeah, it really is, and it's my first time doing it. I don't think I'd been to any film festival before this film, and I'd had quite a few film in festivals, but I'd never gone, or nobody had been interested by my inclusion. So I've been really enjoying it, Toronto and Cannes, and they're all very different, so it's been a lot of fun.
And not to take anything away from the film, because it is great, but are you quite surprised almost at the response it's been getting? I mean, 10-minute standing ovations at Cannes and doing all the festivals.
Absolutely shocked, yeah. I mean, when I took the film on, I thought it would be it was a little indie Australian film that I was doing as almost counter-programming to everything else, and that I was going away and going to a small place to do a little film that was, I thought, probably for a niche market, might make it as far as the shores of New Zealand or Tasmania, but maybe not so far elsewhere. But I knew it was good, so I'm not shocked that it's done well. But I'm yeah, the fact that it's playing well in places like that is surprising, but delightful.
And I mean, you still do play quite a funny, quite light-hearted character in this, but your films are slowly getting more dramatic in a sense. Do you see a full-on drama in you?
Probably. I'm kind of shooting a pretty serious role at the moment in a film called Calvary, which we're shooting in Ireland. A little bit. I don't feel this huge draw that. It kind of annoys me where there seems to be some necessity for comedic actors to go and do dramatic stuff. Like, I like the idea of doing it, but I don't feel like I have to. I don't think that any dramatic actors are ever asked, so when are you going to do a comedy? Yeah. I don't think that ever happens, whereas I think that comedy is a lot more difficult. So, yeah, I'll probably do bits and pieces in the future, but only if the script's good, not just because it's serious.
And you've become something of a sort of worldwide star. Have you sort of adjusted to that lifestyle yet?
I'm getting used to it. It's awesome.
And you've got a pair of lungs on you. I was quite surprised. You've got a good singing voice. You've kept that hidden?
I don't know. I think it comes and goes a little bit. You know, I think with soul music, sometimes it's just about meaning it and feeling it, and if it's slightly off tune, you kind of get away with it.
So you're a big soul fan yourself?
Yeah, I love soul music. Yeah.
And as it seems, well, the feeling I get from the film is that it seems like a really nice sort of feeling. It seems like the cast, it would have been a good set to be involved in. Is that the case?
Absolutely, and that all kind of came from Wayne Blair. The director is a very, very lovely man and gets on great with everybody. I knew some of the cast before. It felt like we were all at times we were on holiday a lot. And that's kind of a nice sense. Sometimes films lose that when there's huge time restraints or the director is kind of frazzled a lot, but it never felt like that. It felt like you were always able to try stuff out, and I like kind of writing bits and pieces as a film goes on, and we were always extended that opportunity. And the girls are just the easiest in the world to work with, so I loved it.
And your career this past couple of years has really elevated, and obviously you got married as well this summer. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
It must be a really exciting time to be Chris O'Dowd at the moment.
You know, it's very hard to answer questions like that without kind of going, yeah, it's brilliant. Yeah. But it is. I'm having such a lovely time, and I'm loving the stuff that I'm doing. I'm loving the Moon Boy thing, and I love this film. And yeah, and I married an incredible woman, so it's very difficult not to feel like gloating, but I've been there when things aren't so great. So I'm just taking this as if, you know, it might not last forever. So I'm having the best time.
Yeah, my final question is just wondering what you're working on at the moment. Have you got anything in the pipeline?
Yeah, well, we just wrapped on the second series of Moon Boy on Friday, and I'm shooting a film called Calvary with John Michael McDonough, who did The Guard. And then I'm going to do a TV show for HBO and BBC called Family Tree with Christopher Guest.
Oh, cool. Brilliant. Well, good luck with that anyway.
Thanks very much.
Thank you so much for that. Much appreciated.
Cheers, man. Nice to see you. Hey, you guys.